volume profiles by request. We're going to get to Tony K in Nevada, looking at Schwab, all that talk about Schwab. Listen, guys, I'm not feeling Schwab. I'm not. We broke below the point of control. We continue to make lower lows. We're also flirting with some fib levels here. So I'm seeing Schwab get to about 48, no joke. And that would be as it continues to drag the volume profile even lower. We're going to get to Spiffy is looking at Coca Cola. In brighter news, I do like Coca Cola to the upside. I see 63 as the target here. Got over the point of control. Also got over the Fibonacci levels and the 200-day moving average. So it got through some hardship here. Coca Cola, nice thin zone moving on up to 63. Also, the feature today is bombshell, no bombshell. We had a bombshell bull yesterday. It was a pretty decent move. We made some money on this, got in at, let's see, 403, cashed out around 403.67. Nice little 67-cent move. And when you're playing with bombshell options, woo, you make that money, honey. Speaking of bombshells, later today in the main room, Kenny Glick is going to be trading the close live in the main room. So you guys can be part of this bombshell, no bombshell, because guess what? I'm going to be calling in live. Classic. Kenny, we did this before. It was so much fun. I'm going to call in live on the show and let you guys know if there's a bombshell, no bombshell to trade. So make sure to be in the main room, 3 p.m. Kenny Glick will be trading the close and a special little call-in from Vaz. Okay, we got to bring in Mark Sebastian. Mark, I like Coca-Cola up to the upside. Even as it's made its big move, I still see more to go. Schwab, I see it to the downside. Are there any big money trades that can confirm this, or you have an option?
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing about Coca-Cola KO is that the implied volatility is down to relatively low levels. It has broken out over the 50 and the 200. I think where's your upside? I'm seeing maybe 64 and a half, 63.
Yeah, 63. Yep.
All right. So if it's trading 63, what's your duration? Give me, what's your timetable? A couple of days, couple of weeks?
No, a couple weeks.
Yeah. All right, couple of weeks. We're gonna buy some. All right, we'll buy some time. I'll buy you time, Ms. Vaz. We'll buy the April 62 calls for 83 cents. How about that?
All right, cool. So we're looking at the April. Nice and
62
easy.
Calls.
Okay.
Yes. It's not just a. What is that? Is that a nice and easy? Isn't that a?
Mark, stop giggling. I don't know.
I was actually in the middle of editing my my Vaz and Coke picture, but I decided not to.
I'm talking about the stock, Mark, and that's for Trade the Close Room only. All right, guys, so we have those 62 calls. We're going to drop that in the chat. We got to get to big money flow, though. Mark, you had some big money flow, and this is new. This is new to the show. You don't usually bring it up. So why today?
Yeah, I don't normally like to do ETFs because the flow is really difficult to read, and there could be a lot of different things. But this one was pretty overt and pretty obvious. It's almost certainly a hedge, but the timing and the placement is interesting. They bought at the money puts in September in the triple Q. They bought 65,000 of them for $17.51. So this trader is telling us that if Qs are going to go up, they're going to go up by a really, there's at least 5 to 10% upside, or we're going to drop pretty significantly. So this is, when you look at this from a volatility perspective, this purchase is pretty bearish and kind of shows some the trader wanting some volatility exposure and protection right at the money. So this one was an eyebrow raiser, both in the size, the placement, and the expiration. So, you heard Garrett talk about how the top 15 stocks in the S&P have gained X amount relative to the rest of the index. When you think about the triple Q, that's going to be even worse because the top 15 stocks in the Qs are basically 90% of the index. So
Yeah.
this points toward, is there some fear behind a bubble pop in the mega caps, because the mega caps almost feel like a bubble at this
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So are you going to be trading this flow?
I'm definitely going to be. I definitely bought Apple puts yesterday because of this Q
Oh.
trade and the fact that I thought,
Oh.
I'm looking at, and this move seems a little overdone. Um, we got that big J.P. Morgan roll going up today. I think that's going to put some pressure on the market as well, and so things feel very toppy to me. I don't know, but I
Yeah.
know you think there's more upside, but I'm looking at this market and it feels very, very near term toppy.
Well, I see more upside in SPY, but look how the Qs aren't
Yeah.
really budging right now. They're flat. SPY's still up a couple points. So that's
Hmm.
it's two different animals right now, Mark, and that's really interesting
Yeah.
that you found this flow and you traded Apple to the short side on the heels of that.